Hello, my name is Vazaroff and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the INIT Gear, is what the Kickstarter was called, but now it's called the Vault Bag by INIT. This is a board game storage solution and transportation solution, mostly transportation. This was a Kickstarter that I backed, I think about a year, maybe 2 years ago, year and a half. And this is a bag that's designed to hold your board games here, and it allows you to bring them to game night or to cons or anywhere you want, and should hold all your games pretty well. So it's actually, I backed at the tier that gets me basically like everything. I got the Vault Bag and then the Gamefolio cases, which also go in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I've got my box, came today. So I did open this just to see if it was in there, but I haven't really opened anything else. This plastic will be crinkly. Cool. So first thing, on the top here we have a Gamefolio bag, or case. This is the case you can kind of take all your game components out of the box, and you can put them in here in zipper pouches, potentially ziplocs also in the larger spaces, and the game board, and then you can just take this with you if you just want to play that one game or maybe two games that you put in here. I personally plan on taking a lot of like small games, things like Age of War here that are like, that box is way too big for this. And putting a bunch of them into one or two of these cases and then consolidating my games that way. So I can kind of, if I know we're going to be playing something light, I can just bring one of these. Or I can bring the whole case, the whole system with me, and then we'll have all the games. So they did unlock the color option. This one is purple, obviously. So this one is blue. This is actually the color of my full bag. The full system, and I got each color I got for these Gamefolios I got differently, so I figured I can remember which one is which that way, rather than put some labels or just try to remember. So here's the blue one. I got a gray one and kind of a forest green one. I think the blue and the gray are probably my favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and open one of these. Pretty cool so far. So this is, it does have a funky smell. They said in the backer update that it would have a new car / new product smell, and it definitely does, but it'll go away. So this is a clear plastic kind of front part here, and ooh, that's cool. There's Velcro. That'll hold it closed. So you can put the game manual in here. I think that's the idea. And then that'll also help you remember which game is in which case. So that's cool. Looks like there's a little slot here, a little loop. You could put like a pen or pencil or something in there if you have a game that has like a scoreboard. That's kind of awesome. Another one on there. So we have zippers. Let's see what's on the inside. Oh, there's a handle, by the way. So there we go. Wow, that is a lot of plastic, which I think as board gamers, everyone knows that's a compliment. We got silica gel packs. Put those aside to eat later. So this is cool. This is, like I said, a lot of plastic, but that's good. There's a lot of storage options here. So you've got zipper areas here, so you can zip that open, throw in some meeples or something in there. Same thing over here. That's awesome. There's a large one, so overall you have 3 compartments in here. I could definitely, with the small game idea I'm doing, I could fit probably a full game in here, a full game in here, maybe a larger game in here, or games like 2 decks or something, or maybe even two more games in here. There's so many little pockets on this thing. So there's a pocket back here, kind of like a backpack, you can imagine. One thing I should mention, this is pretty sturdy. It's got a, I think it's like, it might be cardboard, but it might be plastic. It's got a kind of insert with padding on it. So there's a hard surface on the outside, or there's a fabric surface. So there's a fabric surface, then there's a hard surface, and then there's some padding in here, which I don't know, it feels kind of foam maybe. So I'll keep anything from kind of pressing on and like damaging your game when it's too much. So that's the top. for the bottom, which is kind of the meat of it, it's the more thicker part. By the way, there's more padding along the ridges here. That's really nice to see. That should keep your stuff very secure. So there are little pouch, like, you know. So you can put your hand in here. You could just slot things like a deck of cards in a Ziploc pouch in there, just like that. You could also put any other thing in the Ziploc bag. I probably wouldn't keep anything too loose in here, just on its own, just because it could just come out. But what they have included, at least at the tier that I backed, I think there's a possibility you might get gotten less of these, but these are little zipper pouches. And the idea with these is they can kind of replace the classic Ziploc style bag that board gamers are used to. So they're more durable and they're longer lasting, basically permanent. So these slip in here pretty well. And it looks like two of them. So I'd say two of them, when they're filled with like wooden components, are going to fill this little pouch up pretty well. Right now, this is a third one. You could put 3 in there fairly comfortably. I don't think it'll hold 4. You can jam it in there. I don't think I'd recommend that. So up to 2 of these per pouch for sure. Once they're filled with components, like flat wooden pieces would work, or just one filled with like a lot of tokens or something would work. So right off the bat, first impression, very positive. The only initial complaint I have is that these are kind of pre-stretched. So you can see that might happen. But I'll fill this up with stuff. I'll do a follow-up video and I'll kind of see if that's still happening with actual pieces in here. So actually they gave me a ton in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the one I dropped here. So that's 8 in this Gamefolio bag. That's pretty cool. Very happy with this so far. When I backed this Kickstarter, it was for the actual carrying case, like the full duffel bag style. These Gamefolio things, I was kind of at first like, oh, I don't know, that kind of seems sort of gimmicky. I don't know if I want to like get rid of my boxes, really. I don't. But then I thought of the idea of consolidating games, and that's actually a big drawing point for me because I have a lot of little games. My whole collection is in this room, but you can't see it. It's still a work in progress, this room, because we just moved. But I have a lot of little games, and consolidating them all and just being like, okay, I'm going to game day, and here's 20 games, or 10 games even. 5 games would be impressive. And they're all in here, Citadels, probably Codenames could fit in here. Let's say I put Age of War, Sushi Go, Adventure Time Love Letter. All those could easily fit in there, and this could be 5 to 8 small games, because like when you go to game day, you never know what you're going to play, especially with small games. Like, could be anything. You might play 5 games. So initial impression, very positive with this. Only thing I don't like so far is the potential for those zipper pouches to fall out. We'll see how that goes in practice. I'll let you guys know. Okay, so on to what I consider the main attraction. So this is the vault bag. Let me just get this open because it's really loud. Okay, so this is the vault bag. So the vault bag is meant to actually hold games in boxes or the Gamefolio cases I showed you earlier. I think it can hold up to 4 comfortably Gamefolio systems, and anywhere between 2 or 3 to like I think 5 boxes, depending on the size of the box, obviously. So I'm curious right now to see how this unfolds and how big it actually is. Okay, yeah, that's pretty sizable. So my biggest concern when I was looking for a game case and when I backed this project is I wanted something long enough to put games like Caverna, Mage Knight, Through the Ages. It's not going to fit Twilight Imperium. I'm going to live with that. Maybe Zaya. That's a game I have. That's a longer box. And kind of my ultimate test, which I'll test this out later in another video, is going to be Millennium Blades, because that is a very that box is probably that long. So I don't know. That may or may not fit. We'll see. I did message them on Kickstarter. They said based on the dimensions that it should be a tight but doable fit. We'll see if that's still the case. It's actually upside down. So here's the actual duffel bag, the vault bag. So first impression, this material, it's really nice. It's kind of canvasy. I like this sort of denim blue look that I picked the color. I could have gotten any of those colors before, but I like the way the blue ended up coming out. I thought it'd be really light, like obnoxiously blue. Like the switch blue, if you've seen that. But it's a little bit toned down. I like that. It's kind of got, like I said, it looks like denim. It's got a canvas material. I will say, after the Kickstarter ended, this company changed their name from INIT Gear to INIT. I think it's supposed to be in it to win it, which is cute. I personally like the name Keep Gear a little bit better, so I kind of was wishing this was going to say either Keep or the Keep, or maybe a picture of a castle keep or something. I'll live with it saying in it. That's not a downside really. It's just, you know, I would have preferred potentially Keep Gear or something like that. Or even if it said Vault. I know there was a mock-up that said Vault. That'd be pretty cool. So this is ostensibly the front. Yep. There's also, on the back, there's a little spot for your name. So if you go to conventions, that'll be really helpful. This is cool. So there's a handle. It's got standard duffel bag style. You can strap it together there. So let's just go ahead and pop this open. No Velcro. So far this part, it basically just looks like any overnight duffel bag kind of. There are two things I think that make this awesome. One, the way this zipper opens is very conducive to loading up square boxes. No other duffel bag on the market, except for maybe a few other maybe board game ones, really opens like this. So hopefully you can see that. So it opens up like a square. There we go, let's give it some structure. So it opens like a square here. So then you can just fit your boxes right in here, and they can go laying on their side. And this was specifically designed with a dimension where you can put the standard kind of square board game box. I don't know a good example. On its side in here, and then they would stack lined up, or you could put them up and down horizontally or vertically. That's awesome. That's why I bought this basically. The second thing I like, so the shape is great. The fact that it folds over and you can just load them in from the top or the side is great. And it's also got really spacious side pockets, which zip almost all the way down. So if you can see that, these side pockets are badass. I love this right off the bat. So in here there's two little spots. You can put, again, like pencils or pens in here in either one of these little spots. You can see them. Hopefully, I hope the camera's getting that. Either one of these spots. So this is a divider. And then there's a large slot right here. And there's still room for things that when you close it, you can put stuff in here. You could put small games in here. Again, a game like Age of War would fit totally in here if I don't want to put it in the Gamefolio. So there's tons of carrying options. Let's see if this one's symmetrical. Yeah, so it's the same thing on the other side. So two small pockets and one large pocket. That's awesome. So I'd say my initial impression, very positive. I love the way it's opening. I'm going to try to fill this up with a bunch of games and stuff, and I'll make another video kind of showing off and what it can do. I'll probably have a slightly more in-depth review at that point once I try it out. This is mostly just the first impressions and kind of unboxing video. So here's everything totally just hanging out. There you go. It does have that INIT logo on the inside. Again, not my favorite, not really a downside, just I feel like they could go with something a little less brandy, I guess. I'm not a person who likes to wear like brand names of any kind. But hey, that's really good marketing for them. People will definitely be able to see this and Google it and figure out what it is. So there you go. I think that's pretty much it for me. I'm going to enjoy this over the next couple days, testing it out. And then next time that I'm bringing a game to game night or something, hopefully I can show off and everyone will be jealous. I think if you want one of your own, I think they're going for, I don't even want to estimate. I think it's to get what I got, it's going to be like 150 to 200, maybe 250. I did get a special Kickstarter price, so that's a bonus, obviously, but that's over. I'll put a link in the description to their site so you can check it out. They just fulfilled their Kickstarter wave. I think they're starting to do new orders now. So if you want one, keep an eye on that. So that's it. This is the Vault Bag by INIT. And I showed you the Gamefolio system a second ago. Everything is for sale on their site. I'll put a link in the description for that website of theirs, and then you can go there and you can order this. They're doing their fulfillments for Kickstarter now. I just got this, obviously, and then I think they're taking new orders, and they might even have some stock to ship out quicker. So if you want, you might be able to get it soon if you hurry. So that's it. I'll do some follow-up videos showing the capacity and kind of like a full review. This is just unboxing and first impressions. If you liked this video, if you thought it was entertaining, if you thought it was interesting, if you thought it was cool, go ahead and leave me a like. That'd be great. I would greatly appreciate it. Put a comment on here if you think this bag is cool, you think it's stupid, think it's a waste of money, think it's the coolest thing you've ever seen. If you want one yourself, just let me know what you think. That kind of stuff really encourages me, since I'm kind of just starting, to make more videos about stuff. And until next time, happy gaming. Thanks.